This is Mary with Seer. This is your second half of March reading. It's a tarot reading, and we'll probably pull some oracle cards also. This is basically whatever advice that you think you need or you're asking about, and I hope this touches everyone in somewhat in the way that they need it the most. I'd like to apologize for not doing the second week of March readings. I just, with all these changes, and I had a big show, and the national emergency and everything in the United States, because I'm in the United States. It's been a challenge, but my show didn't get shut down, and I'm grateful for that, and we did pretty good. It was quite an experience, so. Okay. I am sorry about that. I just had a pop up. Okay, so this is an advice spread for whatever you're concerned with right now at the time. So, my nose is really itching. Sorry about that. Okay, so the first card is going to be You As You Are. Oh, this is beautiful, Leo. This is the sun. And this would be Leo in their power, right? It would be, this is the major arcana card for Leo. So sorry, my nose itches. And this is success and abundance. It's happiness. Okay? You as you are. Okay. Next card is, are you on the correct path? I know, what does this have to do with the question? Well, here, we're going to see. Seven of Cups would be, reverse would talk about understanding the real choice. Like maybe there was one time that you were confused and had illusions about where your choices were, maybe the way things were. Maybe options that you had, and this could be options. You know what was in all these things you love? And what should I choose? And it could be people, it could be relationships, it could be love, it could be just the things that you love, and maybe it could be about using your time, what you want to invest in. And reversed, there's no more illusions. It looks like that you're seeing things clearly because you as you are, you appear to be in a great place. Are you on the correct path? Well, it would appear that you are seeing things clearly, or some things have just been taken off the table. So let's get the next card and see if we can get more insight to that. What is the main obstacle? This is the Queen of Pentacles. So this would be an earth sign, and this can be a Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles is a Taurus. It could be any earth sign. This is feminine energy. Earth energy is feminine energy anyway. Fire and air are masculine. So it doesn't have to be a feminine, but this person is like the perfect wife, perfect mother, very nurturing, loyal, abundant, fertile, can grow anything, take care of the kids, and have a business, build a business, and has very good financial stability and know-how. Okay. What is the main obstacle? It kind of seems like you might want this person, or maybe, let's just keep going first, okay? What is helping you? What is helping you is the Four Cups. And that would be dissatisfaction. So dissatisfaction in your current situation, maybe boredom. Interesting. And this is about emotional boredom, not feeling. I wonder if you chose a different option besides this Queen of Pentacles, and now you're seeing it for what it is, and you're bored where you're at, and this person is still on your mind. Okay, how can progress be made? And I have the full reverse. So it is fire energy. Full reverse is, the full card is Aries, but Fool reversed is about not wanting to make the same mistakes, not wanting to take a leap of faith. It could be that, yeah, just that. So what I want to do is I want to get a few more cards on the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups reversed, that is. And it could be Seven of Cups reversed, could be seen through the illusion. The main obstacle would be the Queen of Pentacles. So that's somebody, a female with a lot of abundance. But this appears to be, somebody that has a lot going on. Somebody that is a good person, or appears to be a good person. Stable. I think recognizing your own boredom is that what is helping you is being able to see your own behavior patterns, right? Okay, so Seven of Cups reverse, we have the Chariot. The Chariot is when this is a Cancer card. It's Cancer, the energy of Cancer, major arcana, but it's when we are able to balance what we want, like our dark and light side, so they can work together and we can move in a direction. It's when we set our intention to move in a direction, but we have to have certain things in alignment. I'm going to pull another card. Otherwise, if we only have one horse, we're going to go in circles, right? We're going to keep doing the same thing over and over. Okay, we have Nine of Wands reversed. So this is fire energy again. Nine of Wands reversed says that we can no longer defend what we've been defending. It's a place of, okay, I'm throwing my hands up. Okay. So that's like the Wounded Warrior card, but maybe somebody's deciding not to be Wounded Warrior anymore, to drop all those, whatever place somebody was defending. Like, I'm defending that I'm right, or I'm going to defend the way I know life should be, or I'm going to defend what I think is the truth. And maybe with the Seven of Cups reversed, we see that there's quite a bit of illusion in what we thought the truth was, right? Okay, we're going to do one more card there. Got that one with my elbow. Okay, I better move that. Okay, so this is the King of Coins. And so this is actually the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles seems like to be a bit elusive, isn't she? She's not talking to you, maybe? Or she's like, I haven't got time, because she just didn't want to come together with the King of Pentacles right here. So this is Earth energy, but this is the counterpart to the Queen. So I know that you're Leo, but this could be your wife. Okay. Somebody you want to make a wife, or feels like a wife. Okay. King of Coins is Pentacles. King energy, this is the perfect father, the perfect husband. Great abundance. Somebody with a lot of abundance, stability. This is the catch. This is what most women think they want in a husband. Stability. It's almost like this is where you want to be. This is what you want to do. Okay. So it's like grounding this fire energy that you have, and no longer defending whatever you've been doing, or however you've been thinking, or in the past. We all get those adjustments. No big deal. Okay, so I want to look at the Fool. Let's see what kind of fear is about taking a leap of faith in this direction. Let's see what you should know about this, okay? Yeah, what's helping you is you've been able to see. I know I said this before, but they're asking me to focus again on where your disappointments in love was. Where the disappointments in love, where your boredom was. Okay. Maybe you're starting to identify that. Fantasy? Too much fantasy? Okay, so the Fool. This is the Knight of Wands. And when the Knight of Wands is reversed, this is a player energy. So not wanting to be in this player energy anymore is what this looks like. Somebody doesn't want that. Four of Swords, this is healing. This is after a broken heart, healing after a broken heart, resting. It's recuperation, like removing oneself, kind of separating oneself so we can heal. It could be healing from illness. You know, sometimes it is hospitalization or like rehab. Could even be incarceration. But I'm not seeing a lot of extra cards for incarceration. But I am seeing somebody that had a lot of anxiety, like in a stalemate, like felt like they didn't know what the decision was. And this card is really not, it's about knowing you need to make a certain decision and you just don't want to face it. So what is this? What's this mean to you, Leo? That was the Two of Swords, by the way. Hermit. Okay, Hermit reversed is about, for me as a reader, when this is reversed, it's saying that you still need to do the work of the Hermit. That's what we're kind of being asked to do with all this, you know, national emergency and stuff. Kind of heal it, heal this. Heal what's been driving you and keeping you from your happiness, right? It's identifying it first, trying to understand why we made the decisions we did, why we chose the people we did, and then breaking our own curses that we've been basically carrying forward. However, whether it's through the family lineage or just with what we created. But sometimes we get on this automatic mode and we just don't think to look at it. And I think that's the same thing with this Four of Cups. We just find that we're bored and we go and want excitement. We want to go play. We want a new spouse. We want the new sexual excitement or whatever that means, passion. And sometimes it's just about the distraction. It's not about, oh, it just depends on you. If this is your story, right? Okay. So now, well, the last card was how can progress be made? And that is not wanting to be foolish, but thinking about our decisions and not just jumping off and thinking everything's going to be okay. So not wanting to take a leap of faith the way we did before is actually smart. And I wanted to go back there. But this player energy, if this is what you've been doing in the past, you may not be able to get this done this way. I think you know that. You need to heal whatever this is that's been driving this if you want a different life. That's just simple. Of course, it's up to you. If you want to stay in this place of not knowing what to do and anxiety, and you know what's right, but it's still a freedom of choice. But know that where you're at, maybe you're doing then. If you know the answer and you're not taking action. But the Hermit reverse is about the work that still needs to be done in this mode, thinking about all the details of all the repetitive patterns. And are these serving us or not, you know? Do we go forward? It's that, remember I was saying the chariot with only one horse, we're going to keep going in circles. So if we want to really move forward in growth, we have to get the light and the dark balanced. It's like the energy of temperance, where you have a balance. Nobody's expected to be perfect, but we need to somehow move forward if we want change, you know. So anyway, okay, so now we're going to get just a little bit of information from the angels and ancestors. what's funny is you're like in your power in this card. So you're at a good place. You're really at a good place to make these changes. That's what it's saying here. So they may seem, like, oh my gosh, but you're really at a good place. You're in your power. This is the time to do it if this is something you want to do. So I had the great teacher. I learned from spiritual experiences. I know, how is this a spiritual experience? I hear that. Well, whenever we break cycles, whether it's our family cycle or ours, the things that we're not seeing, it does become a spiritual experience. And sometimes when we were connected to somebody and they changed us, however that worked, whether their action, our action, it changes, it does become, because it changes who we are in our spirit. If it makes us look deep enough to change something at the core, that is spiritual teaching. And that's a great teacher. Pain becomes a great teacher. Circumstances become the great teacher. But we also are great teachers while we're engaged in this, whatever side we're on. Let's not forget that while others change us, we change them also. And they learn from us. Spirit Fox says, trust your talents in changing times. Yeah, we don't know how this is going to work. If you're in United States, we don't know how this is going to end up when nobody works for a month. We don't know how it's going to look. We don't know how things are not going to be coming from China. We don't really know how anything's going to be looking. But so we need to trust ourselves that we're going to be okay. And I think we are. So Spirit Fox energy is like a fox, Foxes can turn on a dime. They're adaptable. They're fast. They're quick. If you're worried, you are a fixed sign. So if you're worried about your job going away, and maybe there are more things you can do. There are more. And we just have to have peace with it. That's that hermit energy. Everything will be okay. I know, hey lady, right. All this airy-fairy stuff, but it's always okay no matter what. We just have to figure it out. That's our challenge, right? Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect on how far you've come. Take time to reflect on what you've overcome in your life. What have you conquered already when you thought you couldn't get through those moments? That's going to help you realize you have more skills than you can imagine. Okay? All right. We'll do one more card here. Or maybe we'll do a few for you. And they're only read upside down. Right side up. That would be weird, right? Okay, so the burning of the sage. Sage is always important for changing the energy in the room, in our house, around us. And sometimes we just need that switch flipped from negative to positive. Sometimes there are entities and thought forms and stuff that are clinging to us. So old ways of thinking that want to survive. So I know it's kind of deep, but if you visualize healing and burn your sage, get some sage, clean up the air. It will help your energy in general. It'll help you stay in this open energy, like abundance. Anything's possible. I'm in the air, the sun's on my skin. Childlike wonder and happiness. A sacred journey and pilgrimage. So this could be the beginning of a sacred journey for you. That's why this change is coming, and you're being asked, maybe you're that part where you're having to say, what am I going to do now? You're not alone, because a lot of us, a A lot of us are looking at that. And I want you to look at her hair. Okay. See her hair, right? Those are DNA strands. There's something about this change, and that's change. I don't know how to explain this to you. That it is changing our background, our DNA, by how we think and how we perceive and how adaptable we can be. I know it's a lot to take in if you're not used to this way of speaking. Okay, so this card is Anastasia and the Ringing Cedars of Russia. So this card asks to plant the seed of a new template. We are embarking on a kind of a new world. And we don't really know what's going to happen. But we are planting the seeds, so we all get to do this. And this is some important information for you to plant the seed of what you really want now. After you've healed your past and your family, and that part of you that's been driven by something else, what is it you really want to plant to grow into fruition? What is it you really want? Okay. So I'm here. I have readings available if you'd like them. If you book a reading and set up a time, that's the time that I will do the reading, and it takes up to 24 hours for it to upload and be available. Usually I do them before the date, the time, but I just wanted you to know how it worked. That information is in the link. In the description box. The link is in there. There's a link, though. Anyway, Leo, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care.